Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's video on breaking through time management myths and reclaiming our days as healthcare workers. I am Dr. Santina or Tina Wheat. I'm an academic family physician, a mom, a wife, and a career and life coach dedicated to helping healthcare workers rediscover their purpose so that they can increase their balance and joy in both their work and lives. Today, I want to talk about something that we can all relate to, and that is constantly feeling like we are racing against the clock or time management. We juggle patient care, paperwork, family, and so much more. It is no wonder that burnout is so common within our field. But what if we could approach our time management differently? That could really make a huge difference. So today I will be busting 5 common myths about time efficiency and be providing you with 5 tips to help you think about your time management strategies a little bit differently. These changes have made a huge difference for me within my own professional and personal lives, and I am happy to share them with you today to hope that they do the same. Okay, let's dive right in, starting with our 5 myths. Myth number 1 is I just need to work faster to get things done. This sounds good, right? A lot of us feel like if we just speed up, we're going to be able to get things off of our plate much quicker. But honestly, when we work faster, sometimes that has unintended consequences. Sometimes we end up rushing through, making mistakes, and missing things, and this causes more stress and less focus. True efficiency isn't about working faster, it is about working smart. Okay. Myth number 2 is that multitasking is the key to getting more done. So we have all tried to multitask and we have all thought it would save us time. But the true thing is you're not actually multitasking. You're doing something called task switching, and you're forcing your brain to jump between 2 different things back and forth, or more than 2 different things if you're trying to multitask with just 2. This task switching actually drains our mental energy and lowers the quality of our work. If we would just focus on one task at a time, we would do that one much more efficiently and with better quality. It can actually help you get those things done more accurately and more quickly. Okay, let's move on to myth number 3. If I had better tools, then I would be more efficient. Now, I am with you. I love to figure out the next best tool that is going to save me some time. And good tools are able to help, but they're not a magic solution. Real efficiency comes from having the habits that you need to use those tools and having strategies in place, whether the tools are there or not. If you don't have these habits and strategies in place, then those tools are not going to be successful for you in giving you more time efficiency. You also have to be careful about going down the rabbit hole of getting excited about too many tools. It can be very easy to think, oh, let me go look for that new planning software and then spend 3 hours doing that when you really only meant to spend 10 minutes. So this actually can be a time suck and not helpful in the long run. So make sure if you do spend time going down and looking at those newest things, that you give yourself a time limit so that you're not taking away too much time. Okay. Myth number 4 is more hours equals more productivity. And so the idea behind this is that if we just work longer, we'll be able to get more things done. Well, I have 2 problems with this. The first is longer hours ultimately are going to catch up with you and lead to more burnout. If you're just working more and never taking the time to rest and relax, then that is a problem. Also, I have seen it happen time and time again that you will use the time that is given to you. And so if I, for example, give you a time for a patient slot, if I give you an hour or if I give you 30 minutes, you're going to use the full time to the best of your ability. And so sometimes it doesn't matter how much time we have, we're going to use it all. So more hours does not necessarily mean that you're actually going to get more done. Okay, and here's myth number 5. I will focus on time management when things calm down. Does this sound familiar? But the truth is, things never calm down in healthcare. If you're like me, you constantly feel like there's something else coming, and you really need to move into a space where you're able to be strategic about what you're focusing on. In order to do that, you need to work on time management now, because if you don't, you're constantly going to feel like you don't have time to think about the next thing. And when we work on things when we are busy, it actually can help us handle the stress and learn to set better boundaries. Okay, those were our myths that we just tackled. Let's move on to the second part, or tips to improve your time efficiency. So tip number one is prioritize with the 80 to 20 rule. Have you ever heard of the 80-20 rule? Well, it says that 20% of your work will actually create 80% of your results. And so what this is telling you to do is focus on the tasks that have the biggest impact, the ones that are really going to move the needle, and let go of the tasks that are not quite as important. What are the needle moving tasks in your day? Well, you have to spend a little bit of time identifying what those are and make those the priority. Okay, on to tip number two, embrace single tasking. I'm sure this makes sense when I just finished telling you that multitasking was not a good idea. And let me move into it a little bit more. Single tasking really can be a game changer. So you can think about this a couple of ways. One is to just not multitask, to make sure you're focusing on what you're getting done. But you can take that a step further and just focus on one single task for a specific amount of time. And so you can set an alarm for 20 or 30 minutes and work on that one task with no interruptions and see how much you can accomplish. You'll probably find that your work is actually faster and higher quality. Even better, rather than giving yourself 20 to 30 minutes, just set a timer for 25 minutes and then give yourself 5 minutes to rest. This way, you have clear time to work and clear time to rest and regroup. Okay, tip number three, use time blocks to protect your day. Time blocking is all about assigning chunks of time to specific tasks. This helps you prevent interruptions and gives you control over your day. I literally will put blocks on my schedule that say block and then put in the things that I need to accomplish during those times. It's also important, though, to put in blocks for breaks as well. This allows you to prevent interruptions and gives you some control over your day. I do want to caution you that it is important to ensure that you're not putting too many tasks in each block. If you put too many things in it, then you won't be able to accomplish them and you will feel frustrated when you don't finish everything. So be realistic about how many tasks you're putting within that time block. Additionally, be cautious not to block out your entire day. If you do that, that leaves you no wiggle room for flexibility, emergencies, or other things. And so one way to deal with that is to be careful and under plan for each block. Another is to just give yourself some thinking blocks where you're not quite sure what will happen in each of those. Another is just to leave some white space on your calendar. So you can think of any of those to help you not overblock your day. Okay, tip number four, set boundaries on your time. Now, boundaries sounds like a horrible word to some, but boundaries are so important. It's not just about saying no to others. It's truly about saying yes to yourself. It's about yes to those things that you prioritize for yourself. And so the way to think about this is to identify those things that are wasting your time or tasks that you can delegate. And don't be afraid to protect the time for the things that you really need to do. The things that either don't need to happen or shouldn't be done by you should absolutely be removed from your schedule, and you need to protect a boundary so that you're not doing those things. Okay, my final tip, tip number five, reflect and adjust regularly. You never have a good plan if you're not looking back and saying to yourself, how did my plan work? And so at the end of each week, I recommend that you take a few minutes and look back at the week and ask yourself, what worked? What didn't? Adjust your approach as needed. Some of these things might be really easy for you to implement, and some of them might not be. But know what you need to help you stay aligned with your values and to help keep the burnout at bay. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Improving time efficiency isn't about doing everything faster or taking on more. It is about making your time work for you. By challenging these myths and building some strategies that align with your values, you will be able to gain control over your day and make time for what truly matters. Time is one of our most precious resources, and I want to make sure that we are using it wisely to fuel balanced and fulfilling careers and home lives. Now, if you are ready to take control of your time and create more balance in your career, I'm here to help. Please feel free to schedule a free discovery call with me, and let's talk about how personalized coaching can help you reclaim your time, your purpose, and most importantly, your joy. Just click on a link in my bio to book a call or send me a message, and I will be happy to help you out. Let me know in the comments what other time efficiency tip you use. And until next time, please don't forget to like and share this with anyone who might need it, and let me know what additional topics you would like me to cover. Okay, until next time, have a great week and know that I am grateful for each and every one of you.